you know, dragon consciousness coming online isn't just dragon consciousness and a cool story and a really expansive energy. It's way more significant than that. Okay. It means that there is now vast bodies of knowledge, vast bodies of knowing that has now been reassembled and accessible by mankind, okay, by humans. This is huge. This is absolutely huge. Even dear sister Starshine talked, well, she didn't talk about it in the scope of dragon, but she mentioned that, you know, in her future, there's a whole new body of work coming and it's vast. And she's going to have to really sit with it and put all the pieces together. That's a dragon library that just got opened up to her. Okay. This is so in our mythology, dragons are huge and vast, not just for their intimidation factor. That's the distorted lens, right? But to their, when you look at them in their divine capacity, it's because it's such a vast body of knowledge. It takes oftentimes a lifetime or multiple lifetimes to explore the libraries, to explore the knowing, the knowledge that that consciousness holds. A great example is actually certain threads of Buddhism, not all, but certain threads of Buddhism are said to be held, guarded by a dragon keeper. And what this is telling us is that once you go into the chambers of this particular teaching, that the teachings don't end with just this lifetime. It's a teaching that will continue, you will continue to explore for several lifetimes because the body of knowledge, the wisdom is so vast. Okay? So it's not a brand new concept that I'm talking about with this dragons. I'm just highlighting this awareness so you guys can understand that when you're opening yourself up to reading dragon scrolls or going into the dragon libraries or whatever form it's taking for you, is that you're tapping on a vast body of knowledge that is not just, you know, write a few pages and it's done. It's like no. There are massive amounts of zip files. It may look like a little tiny particle, but when you really start to examine it, it's many terabytes, let's say, of information, even though it presents itself as a little teeny little speck. Okay. And then you look at the dragon is made up of trillions of teeny little specks. All right. So just think trillions of zip files that are many terabytes of knowledge and information. That's dragon knowledge. Okay. And it takes steps to unpack dragon knowledge. That's the other thing. And this is where the digestion comes in. So dear sister Elmine, who I talk about often, especially lately, I've been talking about her more often. She wrote books about dragon scrolls, a specific frequency of flame. Okay, it's the high G flame, the high G flame. It's high G flames. And the entire book was only about the wisdom teaching knowledge in just that bandwidth of fire, of dragon fire. Okay, specifically high G dragon fire. Now, if we look at all the different nesting dolls of dragons, you know, and there's all sorts of elemental relationships to that consciousness. You have emerald, you have sapphire, you have ruby, you have diamond, right? And they all have different flavors of fire. There's flavors of water. There's flavors of light. There's there's encodements. There's, you know, all these different earth dragons. I mean, so realize that these are vast bodies of knowledge, bodies of wisdom that are being that are now accessible to mankind en masse. And it truly does take mankind en masse to download that knowledge, to read those records, to digest it, and bring those teachings forward. And this is what's most exciting about this coming online right now, is because there are starseeds that are doing this. There's starseeds that have been doing this for many years, and some of them are a little bit further along than others. But what this is going to lead to, this is so exciting. that means that it's only a matter of time to very significant innovations and inventions come forward in humanity that are total game changers that will totally change our lives. And I'm not talking GTP chat, even though that is one of them. It's probably one of those pieces. But I'm talking about things more around 0 point fields, free energy, healing, awakening, gardening, regenerative medicine, regenerative farming, regenerative living, realigning forces that we all use as a collective, realigning them to be in harmony with life, with the proliferation of life. Okay. These innovations are going to be game changers. I mean, really game changers. And of course, the entire matrix, so to speak, is lining up for these changes to happen. Okay, it really is. It's lining up. So in another chat a couple of weeks ago, I talked about how astrology were overlays to the truth in our Akashic field and the halls of Amente and all this other stuff. They're all overlays, and these overlays create distortions, and they hold us within a particular bandwidth of consciousness. So I talk about that. And then the next week, a Dear Starshine is now talking about true sky astrology. So it's like, we're all unpacking this wisdom. We're all unpacking this knowledge. But what I want to say about that is that even the overlays, the matrix, are lining up for the proliferation, for the download, for the integration of this dragon wisdom, of dragon knowledge. Okay. So even the overlays are in cooperation, let's say, of this awakening.